The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time in Easton in July. Boy, it's a scorcher out there, but boy, we have some nice cool air breezing through the studio today, and I'm feeling great. But of course, we have another guest to keep things heated up right here. This is a beautiful actress, model, owner of her own production company from India, and I'm gonna talk to her in a couple of minutes, and we're gonna find out all about it, look at some of her pictures. But before we do that, per usual, we read these incredible underwriters. So we have Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater, Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We have John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Johnny Macaroni's Restaurants, 2 in East Bridgewater, 1 in Halifax. We got Sweezy Fence Erectors in Whitman. We got Uplifted Nutrition in Taunton. We got Auto Town Auto Glass and Auto Body in Abington. We got 111 Tattoo Collective in Brockton. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We got Fadeologist 101 Barbershop in Brockton. We got Lynch's Towing, Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. Always looking for new talent. Always looking for scrap metal wheels, anything my pal Lynchy can handle. He's got all kinds of projects going on over there, and he's got 1 number for projects and 1 number for towing. We got A1's Tire and Auto Center in Brockton. Always in search of new service writers and techs, and even if you don't know how to do it, send someone by that does. We got P&L Paintball in Bridgewater. Great to have them back. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We got Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We got Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We got RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We got Eastern Fitness right in the Village Shops in Northeastern, and we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, officially, this is Mukta Mohal. Is that how you say it?
Mukta Munjal.
Munjal. Okay, that's a J. That J sounds like a J, not an H, even though, okay. You have to understand my knowledge of pronunciations of languages that I'm not familiar with can throw me a little bit, but that's why we ask these questions on Topic Time.
Yeah, it's Mukta Munjal.
Gotcha. Okay. And you do a lot of things. You're a mom too. You brought your son to a baseball game tonight before you got here, and that's great. You're a Jill of all trades, I guess you could say.
I think I like doing all of it that I do.
Yeah. And just like the woman I had last night in my other location, we're going to get a lot of we get a lot of great feedback for her, and we're going to get a lot of great feedback for you. All right, so first of all, what I want to do is find out tell me about what your life was like in India growing up and how it got you into doing all the things that you do, and we'll cover each one as we unravel it. So go ahead, and I'll ask questions as I see fit. So start with that, please.
I grew up in a small town in the city called Panipat. It's a historic city, and I grew up there with my family, and then for higher studies, I came to New Delhi, which is the capital of India.
Okay.
So growing up, a lot of family time. I come from a business family. I come from a big family, so it's always uncles and aunts.
Just curious, how many kids in the family?
We were 3. I have 2 siblings, but I have a huge family of uncles and aunts.
Oh, okay. I guess in India, the nuclear family isn't, it's more important. It's the whole connect the dots thing going on, right? Yeah. Joining, yes. Okay.
So there's a lot of family time that you get. So it was great. I think growing up in India, and I was always into studies a lot. So I was a district topper. I used to just immerse myself into studies. I wanted to be. I became a computer engineer. So
okay.
I came out of Panipat to do my higher studies. I'm an engineer, and then a few years later, I wanted to come to America, and that's where I landed 15 years ago.
Okay. Now, quick question: If you were studying computer science in India, was that what you were pursuing when you came here?
Yes.
Okay.
I came here for work.
Right, but was that the work you were pursuing? Was computer technology and okay?
So I am an IT consultant right now in a consulting company in Boston.
Oh.
So that I've continued my computer engineering profession. So I came for that. I'm still.
You're still doing that. You are okay. So in addition to those other things, now you say you're a New York fashion model too. Did you end up when you came to the United States originally? Did you end up in New York first before going anywhere else?
No. I think I came only to Boston. Boston has been my place and my love for the last 15, 16 years. So
okay.
I've always been here. But opportunities keep coming, and then you are just at the right time at the right place to get the right opportunity. And New York Fashion Week was one of those. So earlier this year in February, I went to New York for to model for Designer Dream Collection by Anjali Fogat. So
Okay.
I was
I
portrayed.
have a quick question. When you, going back to, just backtrack a little bit, coming from India to the United States, did you know you were going to be doing modeling and acting in your own production company?
No.
Okay.
This is all out of reach.
So what I want to find out is, and what the audience is going to want to know is, what were the events in your life that transpired that made you realize that there was more to life than just computer technology? That's what we
Sure.
want to find out. So talk about
so
those.
I think even though you are more into studies, I think you already have a passion side. In India,
Okay.
you want to pursue your studies first,
Yep.
and passions probably later.
Yep.
But I think I'm a performer at heart. I always loved stage. I was always into dancing, so my parents always encouraged me to dance.
Okay.
But I think first and foremost was that you become something. You become independent. You should not be dependent on anybody, right?
Okay.
But then once you settle, then your passion starts kicking in. It's like, okay, what is next? Am I going to do 9 to 5 job all the time?
Right.
So in 2019, I got an opportunity to participate in a pageant. And before that, I was trying to
Here in the U.S.
In US.
Okay.
In
What city?
So it was in Sharon here.
Sharon?
Sharon in
Oh,
Boston.
beautiful town,
so,
right next door.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was Miss Bharat pageant. I participated in that. And just around that time, I think I was dancing. I'm a Bhangra dancer, so which is a Punjabi North Indian dancer.
Okay.
So I always loved that. I always loved the energy. So it was always around the stage. I was doing on stage, behind the stage, for the stage. And then when this pageant thing happened, I was like, okay, this is not something that I've ever aspired for. Maybe I can try it. So this is just going out of your reach and trying something new. That was the kind of hunger I had.
Yep.
I always had to try something new. And when I did that, I liked it. And then I went from state to national pageant. And then
All right, hold up a second. Now, so in Tiny Sharon, Massachusetts, you did a pageant in 2019.
Yes.
Somehow, and from there, you did a national pageant. Now, how did you matriculate from Tiny Sharon to the national pageant?
So there is a company called Miss Bharat, My Dreams Entertainment in New Jersey. So
Okay.
they have a way of, you do a state pageant and then you go to the nationals and then you go to international as well. So there is a path if you want to take forward. People who wants to participate in the pageant, that's how you would grow. And that's the path I took. I said, I'm liking it. Let me see what I can get. And it was more so because my son said, can you get another crown? So
How old is your son now?
He's 12 now.
Okay, is he your only child?
No, I have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids.
I have a son and a daughter,
And
12 and 9.
Okay.
Yeah, both keep me busy. Both are my loves.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted, and both my kids prayed for me. Like, can you get another crown for us? So that's what I think inspired me to go into nationals. Like,
wow.
let me see what I get. So I won a crown there as well.
So that was in New Jersey?
That was in New Jersey.
Wow.
That was in Virginia, actually. That was in Virginia. So yeah. I think my family was very supportive. My husband is very supportive, and he said, "Okay, if you want to take the next step, let's take it."
Oh, sweet!
While everything, your job, your work, and your house, everything is going on, it's just I think taking one step at a time.
Yeah.
Just reaching at the right place at the right time and meeting the right people, probably.
You are, but I can tell from talking to you already that you're easily focusing on stuff. You're good at focusing on projects and goals. And you look outside the box, you can see, you can see signs of progression in your life, and when you see them, you take advantage of them, and that's a pretty rare trait because a lot of us don't do that.
No,
It took me decades to figure out that I could do something productive.
I think I'm a learner by heart. I think every time I come here, and I was not going to just fall into 95 category. I don't think that was me.
Me either.
So I was like, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do to inspire my own kids? I think that's the major portion of my work.
Yep.
So they're watching me all the time. So what can I do that regular people may not do? So I think that's what.
Great mom, great role model.
Thank you.
Okay.
No,
so how did you end up starting this film company? How did that come to be?
I think it's the confidence that you get over the years. So it all started.
I'm sure. I know there's confidence. Who did you tell me about the people that helped you? I'm sure. I don't think you didn't do it by yourself, did you? Or if you did, I assume that you have people that work for you now, right?
Yeah. So I think it's still in the infancy stage.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is again going back to all the work that I had done. I love organizing events. I've done fashion shows. I've done a lot of community events. So that just gave me, what is next? I can't keep doing fashion shows all the time. I can't keep doing this. So I started going into acting more seriously. So I'm doing theater. And
Okay.
then from there, I also wanted, what can I do? I like to be behind the camera as
Right.
well, not just
Okay.
on the camera. So then I said, okay, let me start a production company. So that's something that I started last year.
And when did you do, what year was that?
That was last year, early last year.
2022.
2022.
Great.
Yeah, so that's when I said, again, with the help and support and blessings of my family, they said, yeah, if you want to take the next step, you are ready to put in the work, you should take it. So I think that's how it happened. I started where I'm going to go. I'm still figuring out, but there's a lot of projects in flight. We're doing some short videos. Recently, we shot some videos.
If you need an eccentric podcaster in one of them, I'm your
I
guy.
will take your number, sure,
Okay.
for sure.
You
Yeah,
already
I'll
have
keep
it.
in mind. Yes, I will keep you in mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's no end to what I want to do. I think I'm still figuring things out. I want to explore more, and I want to do more meaningful work. More purposeful and meaningful work is what I would prefer to do.
Sweet. Wow. Hey, you just keep piling on the projects. That's incredible.
Thank you.
How do you manage your time like that though? I mean, all the stuff you do. There's only 24 hours in a day. A professor at college of mine said once, and that's that's a lot of stuff. And that's a lot of you just figured out a way to budget everything with raising the kids and doing all this stuff, taking them to the baseball game, and that's amazing.
Yeah, no, I think it is one day at a time. I get this question a lot, like being a mom and being a busy working woman, how do you manage all that? I think it is, again, it's your passion. If you are passionate about something, you would be ready to do the work.
Yeah.
Then I probably carve out time from TV time. Like I don't watch TV if I'm working on a project. So not every day is same, but you take one day at a time. You prioritize your things. That cleaning house probably is not a daily activity. I love cleaning, but it is not something that
I love it when I'm done cleaning.
Yes. So it is not something that I'm going to do every day, but it's just prioritizing. One day, if I have a project, if I have an interview, I think I'm going to prepare for that in that 1 hour that I get. And
in this case, a half hour, but that'll work.
Yeah, but it's a 1 hour drive, so.
Okay. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me. All right. Now let's talk about. Did you do any film projects before? Have you been in films? I know you've done play acting. Have you done films as well? Have you acted in any films yet?
So recently we did a theater production. I'm associated
with
theater.
Talk about that.
Theater group called Setu, which has been in Boston area from last 20 years. So last year, it has always been on the Boston side. So last year, I'm on the western side of Mass in Shrewsbury.
Okay.
So I kind of became a liaison between East and West, and we started a project which is called Lovin'.
Okay.
And we showcased about 8 short acts as part of the Lovin' Act.
Okay.
So it was great, and I think
are these all like romantic plays?
No, not romantic plays.
Just
but I
you
think
gotta figure with a name like that.
Yes,
right.
It is all about love. It is not just about love, not romantically, but father and son, any kind of love.
How about love gone wrong? That's my life.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Yeah.
So it was one of those.
Cool.
So I think we did that. I was part of an act called Mini Love. And it was a love story that I was part of. And we replayed that in November last year, or I think it was earlier this year that we did Evils of Casteism for Setu. And then another production is coming in September, which is called Andha Yug, which is more periodic, historical kind of drama.
About India or about?
India.
Yeah, because last night Mohana, she told me she choreographed a play about the king of India in the 17th century. So it's kind of like that, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. So I think it's going to be it's a very interesting play, and it's very challenging as well. And it is always a bridge between East and West. That's what Setu is trying to do.
Well, when you think East, you're talking going from Sharon to Worcester, but I'm talking about going. But in the long scheme of it, it's from the United States to India. It was kind of East and West, right?
Yes,
okay.
That's what
parallel
I'm saying.
in those directions.
Yeah, that's the Setu's mission, to connect the two countries, or just to let people know what India stands for, what are the cultures. So I think it's just an insight into all of that through Setu. So yeah, I'm proud to be part of it. I'm honored to take those initiatives, and it has definitely helped me and a lot of actors who wanted to act but could not act because of the timings and the work.
Right.
And I think we have it very close to our places now, and Setu is doing a great job.
Okay, that's swell. Okay. Now, who writes these plays? Is just people? I mean, have you written anything yourself?
No, I've not written. We have an awesome director and writer. It's called, his name is Subrata Das.
Okay.
He's the founder of Setu. He's been writing a lot of plays for us. So, we've been showcasing his work.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So he's somebody. So he's an associate, and he writes plays just for you, just for your group.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think every 6 months we come out with a new production, and it's written. There are big epics that they are the basis of those shows, but he brings out his own creativity in those plays.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, are you ever going to incorporate? Now, when you this production company of yours, are you going to use some of the people that you do the plays with to do the films as well?
You never know. I don't know. It depends
don't know
on
yet?
yeah. I
Okay.
don't know yet. But if there is a project where I think more, we are a talented group of people.
I'm
if
sure you
somebody
are.
is interested, you definitely will have some kind of project like that.
But how far along are you in getting projects for the film companies? I mean, you say you just started, it, right?
I just started, like I
Okay.
said. So
This year, right?
Not last year.
last year, okay.
Earlier last year. Yeah. So as part of that, I've done a lot of pageants. We called Miss Universe Harna Sandhu. I don't know if you know. She was the Miss Universe last year
From India?
from India.
What's her
Yes.
name?
Harna Sandhu.
Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, so you'll be
if she
hired-
hasn't done my show, let's get her on.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
So she was here in Boston. I hosted that. So I do a lot of not just films, but the events as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So fashion shows, events, and all part of the umbrella of Mukta Productions.
Sweet. Wow, that's incredible.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you do you have a location for your film company? Is everything out of your house?
No,
or-
it's right now. It's all online, digital. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every time we have a project, I think we will do the location based.
Okay, I understand. So each location is different.
Yeah, each
I
location.
mean, you haven't
is
really started anything with that yet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now that summer's here,
Mhm.
what do you are you doing any like outdoor? Are you doing like outdoor stuff at all, like outdoor plays or anything like that, or something? And what about music? You do music too? I know
No,
you
so we
dance,
do
but
a
if
lot
you,
of community events. So I think
Okay.
was saying that last year, I think earlier last year or maybe earlier before that, 2021, we did a Boston Marathon. So
okay,
I also work with an organization called FIA, which is the Federations of Indian Associations.
okay,
So we do a lot of community events, also bridging the gap between what India and America, and also bringing those countries together.
right.
So just 2 weeks back, I was in Washington D.C. meeting my India's Prime Minister.
Oh, wow. Were you there when, I know the
Narendra
president met with him
Modi
too. President
Yes.
Biden met with him. Were you there
Yes.
that time as well? You met him too
Yes.
that same?
No,
Wow.
no, I didn't meet him, but I meet him at a community reception with Narendra Modi ji. So I had an opportunity to take a picture with him and hear him live. So it was kind of an experience that I will never forget.
I guess not.
Yes. So I think I love the community. I love our Indian community and the work that we're doing to enhance the work that we've already done,
Yep.
and also for the generation which is coming next.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I'll tell you, I'd love to visit India. I've been to China.
You should, yeah.
Well, I mean, at some point maybe I will. I love the culture. I've seen pictures. It's pretty nice.
Yes.
The Taj Mahal and all that. I guess
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assume you've been there at some
Oh,
point.
yes.
Okay.
I'm from north part of India, so it's in the northern.
Are you
part.
artistically inclined at all? Do you paint, draw?
I draw. Sometimes I sketch.
Sketch?
Yeah, my daughter is probably a better artist than me.
Okay.
She loves it and she wants to grow into an artist. I draw sometimes
Okay.
whenever I have a downtime, which is rare these days.
Now, how connected is your husband with all your work? I assume does he have his own? He has his own living.
Oh, he is another passionate person that I have in life. He's a cricket captain.
Cricket.
Cricket,
Cool.
yeah. So he loves playing cricket, and he's the captain of our local community, and he plays for the Massachusetts League as well. So
I didn't even know they had one.
yeah,
That's incredible.
there is one. So he's at the practice right now. So there is.
I had a guy from Pakistan on the show that his uncle and he and his uncle run a rug company out in Norwell, and he
Mhm.
talked about cricket.
Yeah,
I don't know if
so-
he played it, but wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
If your husband ever wants to come on and talk about cricket, I've always been fascinated by the game. I don't really understand it. I know it's like
course.
American baseball.
Sure.
But,
No, I think we would, and I think
I love the name Googly, whatever that means.
Googly. Yes,
That's like a hit, right?
that's just that's a type of ball that you throw
Okay.
at the batsman.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It's
so- and
okay.
it's
It's what they call instead of a
confused.
ball. It's a googly.
Yeah, so it's like confused balls. They don't know
Okay.
how they're going to play it. So That's yeah. So my husband is big into. He's another passionate person. So I think we are two passionate people working and
Yeah.
arranging to get our passions out one day at a time.
Absolutely.
And, yeah. So it just works. And I think talking about cricket, because I'm working with the FIA as well, we are also bringing a Unity Club Cup later this year between India and American teams. So
Okay.
that's in play. We had a kickoff earlier this year in March in Rhode Island. So, so that's something we're really, really looking forward to.
Well, that must be awesome. Now, do you play cricket too?
I don't,
Okay.
but I watch a lot of
You
cricket.
watch a lot of cricket.
Yeah.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, is that his livelihood, being the owner of that, or being whatever is it, the commissioner of the league, or the Massachusetts Cricket League, or whatever it's called?
No. I think that's again just a side passion.
It's a side passion.
Yeah,
all right.
He's into IT as well, like I am. We
Okay.
both are we both are computer engineers. We both are doing our IT jobs, but something on the weekends that keep us passionate and connected to our creativity
Okay.
is what we try to do.
All right. Now, tell me about the pageants, the modeling pageants you have coming up this summer.
Yeah, it's definitely. So in October, we have our Miss Bharat pageant coming up.
Which one? What's it called?
It's called Mrs. Bharat. Bharat is the Indian name of India.
Okay. I thought you said Paris, and it made me think of France.
No, it is Mrs. Bharat.
Okay.
And then we have multiple categories. So Miss, Mrs., teens, preteens,
Okay.
grandmom, grandfather.
Wow.
So couples.
So guys enter it too.
Guys, Mr. Definitely. So
Okay.
a lot of categories are there. So anybody who is aspiring to be on stage and want to evolve into or find their inner self, I think pageants are a great way to move forward. And we have international categories as well. It is not just for the Indian folks. It is also for non-Indian folks as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You don't have to be Indian to participate.
Yeah. So if you want to participate, and I actually personally love that working with teens and preteens, because I've seen their life changing. I've seen their
exactly like yours
confidence. I was already an adult when I started, but I love how I can connect to teens, and my daughter is watching me, my son is watching me, and I worked with a lot of other daughters and sons to be on stage and be the best version of themselves. So,
of course. Wow.
Yeah, so I think this is very empowering. This is very, it gives me a purpose, and that's why I want to do it.
Of course, and why not? So do you have is there a fashion week coming up? This isn't fashion week, is it, in October? This is something else.
No, so fashion week will be in September. 9th and 10th September would be the New York Fashion Week.
Okay.
We also have Boston Fashion Week. I don't know the name dates for those.
But you're going to be part of it, right?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. If there is a designer that that just connects with this model, I will probably be there.
Have you ever designed your own clothes as well?
Not much. I don't think I was into designing, but it's always styling. So
right,
not the designing.
Okay, no, I mean, you do what you feel.
Yes.
You let someone else worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So are you going to go back to India anytime soon to let people know what's going on? I mean, visit your big family.
My family is always connected with me, so I think they always love watching what I do.
Yeah,
and, meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was a great deal for my family back in India.
Did you actually meet him? Now, it wasn't at the White House.
It was not in the White House. It was in the Ronald Reagan building in front of the White House.
Okay.
That's where we had a community reception, and that's where we went. So a lot of our FIA members went for different events.
Okay.
There were many events. There was a lunch, and there was community reception. There was a business meeting, so
wow.
whatever suited whoever was going there. So it was kind of a historical event for us, because he was here for a state visit, and he was at the White House. So quite excited.
He was at the White House. It was a very productive meeting, from what I understand, with the president.
We were quite excited for this one.
Yeah. He seems like a jolly old dude, Mr. Prime Minister.
Modi, Modi, yes.
Wow.
He's very passionate about India, and he wants to grow India, which is what we all like to see.
Okay. Now, are you into Indian history? Are you a big fan of Gandhi?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
okay.
the reason I'm asking is because I've always, it seems, as I recall, historically, his reign, or as the prime minister, as awful as it was for him, it changed the complexion of the country in a big way.
Yes, yeah, he was a big factor when India was going through that new phase and we got the independence. So obviously Gandhi is a big name, and we have a lot of respect for for him, and he's looked at a father of our nation.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
he's definitely a very respected figure in our country.
In history and everything.
Yes,
I
yes,
understand
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's why in India, whenever we work here, or like coming back to your earlier question, right? My family is always excited about the work that we do here, because it always brings that we're keeping the culture alive. So even though
Exactly.
we are thousands of miles away from our family or from our country, I think community here in Indian community especially has worked really hard to keep that culture alive, which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Hmm.
Okay, and on that note, we're down to the final 5 minutes. I hope you had
Sure.
fun talking to me.
Yes, definitely.
I hope we
think
covered all the stuff that, you're a very complicated but delightful person. And I mean complicated in a good way, because you have so much stuff going on, and I wanted to make sure we got, we talked about all of it.
Yes, no, I think you did.
So like what I told you before is that now that we're under 5 minutes, look at the camera now and give shouts out to people. Just condense them that are going to see it, and then we will wrap the show up with, as we began it.
Sure, yeah. No, thank you to my family, my two kids, Rona and Rihanna. I love you. My husband, Chandan, and all the great friends that I have. My organizations, my FIA, my Setu, my Dreams Entertainment, all the people that I worked with, and all the people that I'm going to work with. I think I'm very excited to meet you. I'm very excited for the coming years, and I'm looking forward to all the great people I'm going to meet. And thank you, Harrison, for having me on this show.
Oh, thank you. You're great. Thank you for reaching out to me.
Thank you.
And for accepting the invitation. All right, now that, is there anything coming up in the future that you might have overlooked that you want to mention real quick? If not, that's fine, but I always check with every guest because I want to make sure they didn't forget anything.
No, I think like I said earlier in the interview, September, October is the time when we have our theater coming. We have a Unity Cricket Club meet. That event is coming, and we have our pageant coming in October. So
it wouldn't be the 3rd, would it, by any chance?
What's that?
Wouldn't be on the 3rd, would it, of October?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
It's my birthday. I just
That's
thought
your
of
birthday.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. No, I will keep it. It's not on 3rd.
It's not on the 3rd.
So
okay.
You can come and join us.
Yeah, I'll still join you. Yeah,
yes.
It sounds fun to me. If I have time, I'll definitely get. I love
sure.
pageants. I've been to a few. I've been to one in Foxborough a few years ago,
Yes.
and that's where I met a Rastogi, who was Mrs. India, Rhode Island, and she did my show in Carver back in 2019.
Yeah.
All right, now, if you had a good time with me, like I ask every guest, pass my name around to anybody. Your husband can come on and talk about cricket.
Sure.
Even have your kids if they want to do the show. But anybody, people, I like getting, people in the modeling world. I love having them, actors, whatever. Feel free to give my digits to anybody. I'm an open book. We'll get them on either by Zoom or in person.
Thank you. No, thank you for being an open book. Thank you for being open to cultures, and thank you for being open to having people from all areas and genres.
Of course. That's what, I always say it's great guests to make Topic Time Prime.
Yes. No.
From all over the world, near and far.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for everything.
All right, Mukta, you did a wonderful job. So you ready to wrap it up the way we began it?
Yes,
With
sure.
a snap? And just remember, please don't bang the table if you get a snap. Okay, folks, thanks for watching the great edition of Topic Time. Another one coming up on the horizon. Take care. We're signing off. Bye-bye.
I don't know how to do it.
There you go.